All right, here we are. Philly spanked us 48-22. 48-22. Shit was so bad. They took our game off, okay, and put up the Dallas Cowboys game. Did you hear what I just said? This shit was so terrible that they took us off and put up the Dallas Cowboy game. All right. So that tells you just about all you need to know. All right. 7 sacks in this game. 7 sacks in this game. Look, with all due respect to the YouTube contributors that will speak about this game and react to this game after the game. And look, I gave you all my halftime take, and I said that if we were going to make some sort of comeback, that we had to make halftime adjustments. And for the time that I was able to see, we did make some adjustments. Okay, I noticed we came out throwing in a little more, and you know, it ain't enough. It ain't enough. Look, this team is not talented. All right, the wide receiver core did the best that they can. The offensive line is not done. Okay. I'm gonna direct you to people far smarter than myself, to, if you really want to pinpoint, which plays and who didn't do it, or which this guard didn't do what they were supposed to do, and Thomas didn't do what he was supposed to do as a left tackle, and Neal didn't do what he was supposed to do as a right tackle, and I'm gonna point you to people that's going to get into that, YouTube contributors, New York Giants YouTube contributors that get into that. But look, I need to point something out, okay? And so let me bring this up because I have it up on the screen, but this stuck out to me. Winless in 7 straight division games with an 0-6-1 record. Okay. You want to know why the fuck that's so important? It's because you can't do shit if you can't win within your division. Okay. Everything starts in your division. And if you're not winning your division, if you're not competitive within your division, if you're not winning within your division, you ain't going no place. Okay. With all due respect to the season that we're having so far and how I'm going to tell you, it exceeded my expectations. All right. 7-5-1. My big old melon was blocking that out. 7-5-1. I got to tell you, it still exceeds my expectations, but this team is just a bunch of players that are trying to do something that it's not built to do. This team is not a good team. Like, we were winning before with heart, and I've always said that, right? I've always said it. The ball was bouncing in our direction. We were closing out those close games. But now it's all coming out in the rinse. Okay. It's like this is something that we should have expected because we have no talent. Look, don't tell anybody this. We have no talent. But at the same time, the Detroit Lions beat the Minnesota Vikings. Okay. The Houston Texans damn near beat the Dallas Cowboys. Who's the quarterback for the Houston Texans? Dude's name is Driscoll. All right. All right, but I'm not going to keep you long. That's all I had to say. This game was ass. Okay. And I never knew, because I have an NFL Sunday ticket, and I thought that, I went down to the 700s to click this game on, and then it said that the game was on a network. So it's on a network. Why is this game on a network? Like, why? And I flipped over and Fox had it. I'm sitting there watching the game, and then lo and behold, they switched the game off. This a game that was more competitive. It wasn't even close. All right. And then we got to play Washington again. Now, you understand now that we've lost. Like, all of those people that were talking about the tie and, the tie, and the tie isn't that bad. I didn't really like the tie, but, the tie was better than a loss. Well, a tie was better than a loss. But a win is better than a loss. A win is better than a tie. So what has happened now is, because of this game right here, that currently, right now at 4:28, Washington and us have flip-flopped. Okay? For the playoff picture. Now, I don't really want us to make the playoffs, because I can't imagine how we're going to possibly be a force in the playoffs. Like, this is not a team. Back in the day, the New York Giants, if you got in the playoffs, every team said, I do not want to match. I don't want to meet up. I don't want to play the New York Football Giants in the playoffs. Every team said that, no matter who you were. You were like, oh, hell no, these guys in the playoffs. I don't want to play these guys in the playoffs. But this team, if somehow we happen to get in, and I don't see how, but if we happen to get in, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Right? What are we going to, really, what are we going to do? Philly had 7 sacks. The Dallas Cowboys played a terrible game, but the last fucking drive, they were able to drive down the field, all the way down the field, and win the game. The Detroit Lions, who wasn't even in a conversation, is in the hunt. We got to play Philly again, Washington again, Minnesota. Is that the last 3? I think that's the last 3. Where do you see a win? Where? Where do you see a win? So that puts us at 7, 8-1. 15, 16 is a 17-game season. Oh, I think we play the Colts too. Right. Okay. So 4 games left. I think we play the Colts too. I don't see us beating them either. I'm just like, don't fuck around and call my fandom into question. I'm just keeping this shit real. I don't see it. I don't see it because I don't see us having what it takes. And I'm not talking about heart. I'm talking about talent. I'm going back to again. I'm talking about talent. Like, even when Daniel Jones does his best to escape and throw the ball, it's just very hard for him to do so. Like, I'm not a Daniel Jones fan by any stretch of the imagination, but it seems like I can see him trying everything he can. And when he does escape, when he's able to throw the football, it's like, you know, there's no one open. There's no one I can trust. There's no one I can fucking trust. You know, Hodgkins, I mean, I don't give a damn. Hodgkins, look, I appreciate Hodgkins and what he's doing, and Darius Slay and what he's doing and what he has done, and Richie James, what he has done. But these guys can't go up against A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, CeeDee Lamb and Gallup and Noah Brown, Terry McLaurin and was it Johan Dotson or whatever his name is? That's just in our division. That's not even in the conference. That's just in our division. There's no competition. And you can't even keep people off Daniel Jones for long enough to even try. So I appreciate what we've done so far. I appreciate it. I couldn't have even have fathomed it, but it's over. All right. Now we're gonna go out there and we're gonna play, but we're gonna give it 100%. All right. And I'm gonna still watch every fucking game. Ain't nothing change. I bleed blue. But I promise you that I was gonna give you this shit raw and uncut. All right. I believe my eyes. That's what this is, the New York Giants eye test. I believe my eyes. And my eyes started telling me this a while ago, okay? But I was just saying to myself, if we could just turn it around, if we could just keep going, if the ball keeps bouncing in our direction, if we could just, play our brand of football and minimize mistakes, and we have a chance. But it's over. You think we can go into Philly and beat Philly? You think we're going to go into Washington and beat Washington? I don't even know where we play Minnesota and Indianapolis at, but it don't even matter. It's over. And I appreciate what we've done so far this year. And I do believe that we have things that we can build upon for the future. But besides that, it's fucking over. So with that, I'll continue bringing you the 100% raw and uncut. Peace.